In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on February 4th, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Orlando Magic versus Detroit Pistons. In the upcoming NBA showdown between the Orlando Magic and the Detroit Pistons, the stage is set for an intriguing clash of fortunes. Currently holding the 8th spot in the Eastern Conference with a 26-23 record, the Orlando Magic are geared up to face the struggling Detroit Pistons, who find themselves at the bottom of the conference with a challenging 6-42 record. Scheduled on February 4th at the Little Caesars Arena, this matchup highlights the stark disparity in the team's current standings. While the Magic aim to enhance their playoff credentials, the Pistons seek a rare victory in what has proven to be a difficult season. The confrontation between Orlando's dynamic offense and Detroit's vulnerable defense promises an encounter filled with action and intrigue. The Orlando Magic enter this contest in good form, having secured victories in 3 of their last 4 games. Their recent triumph includes a hard-fought 108-106 road win against the Timberwolves, where Paolo Banchero led the charge with 23 points and 6 assists. Franz Wagner and Wendell Carter Jr. also made significant contributions with 19 and 18 points, respectively. Despite a slow start that led to a 17-point deficit, the Magic displayed resilience and executed an impressive comeback in the 4th quarter. As a team, they shot 45% from the field and showcased their determination to secure a crucial road win. Contrastingly, the Detroit Pistons have faced ongoing struggles, losing 6 of their last 8 games. Their most recent defeat came at the hands of the Clippers in a 136-125 loss, with Jaden Ivey leading the team with 28 points. Despite a strong start with 33 points in the first quarter, the Pistons couldn't sustain their lead, trailing by as many as 20 points before a late surge narrowed the final scoreline. With a challenging season ahead, the Pistons look to regroup and avoid a 3rd consecutive defeat, knowing well the tough task that lies ahead against the formidable Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic's recent road performances have been commendable, losing narrowly to the Mavericks and dominating the Spurs by 10 points. Their ability to secure a significant road win against the Timberwolves further showcases their competitiveness away from home. On the flip side, the Detroit Pistons recently suffered a home defeat against the Wizards, indicating potential challenges against strong defensive squads. Moreover, statistical comparisons reveal Orlando's offensive prowess, averaging 1.3 more points per 100 possessions, and a significant defensive advantage, allowing only 111.5 points per 100 possessions compared to the Pistons' 121 points per 100 possessions, ranking them 27th in defensive rating. The Orlando Magic, currently positioned strongly in the Eastern Conference, are poised for victory against the Detroit Pistons. Their impressive defensive record, allowing only 111 points per game, combined with strategic offensive play, makes them a formidable force. Led by Paolo Banchero and supported by key players like Markelle Fultz and Goga Bitadze, the Magic boast both depth and talent. With a balanced approach excelling in both offensive and defensive metrics, they emerge as clear favorites in this matchup. Confidence is high in Orlando's ability to leverage their strengths against Detroit's vulnerabilities, setting the stage for a convincing victory. In the realm of betting, the Detroit Pistons, despite their struggles in winning games, have covered the spread in 9 of their last 10 games. Conversely, the Orlando Magic, with a 32-17 against the spread record on the season, have covered in 7 of their last 10 games. The Pistons' covering spree has been a notable feature, while the Magic stand out as one of the most covered teams in the NBA currently. The matchup against the league's worst team adds further favorability to the Magic's side. Cade Cunningham's expected return for the Pistons may not be sufficient against the improving Magic, who showcased their resilience in a recent comeback win against the Timberwolves. With a reasonable line, the pick favors the Orlando Magic to win and cover the spread as favorites for the entire game. Considering Considering the offensive capabilities of the Orlando Magic and the defensive challenges faced by the Detroit Pistons, expectations point towards a high-scoring affair in this game. Orlando's scoring average of 112 points per game, coupled with Detroit's allowance of 122.5 points per game, sets the stage for an offensive showcase. The Magic's efficiency from the field, coupled with the Pistons' struggles to contain opponents, suggests a game where offense dominates the narrative. Both teams' inclination towards an attacking style, particularly showcased by Orlando's recent performance with increased production, averaging 115 points in their last 4 games, adds further weight to the prediction. Detroit's defensive vulnerabilities, conceding 122 or more points in 5 of their last 8 games, contribute to the anticipation of a high-scoring contest. Moreover, the Pistons have showcased improved offensive output recently, scoring 120 points against the Thunder, 121 against a defensive-minded Cavaliers team, and 125 in their most recent game. With an average of 117 points in their last 5 games, the Pistons have demonstrated an ability to put up significant numbers on the scoreboard. Considering these factors, the expectation is set for an engaging contest where the Magic's offensive prowess and the Pistons' defensive lapses contribute to a total score that exceeds the projected points threshold. Anticipating plenty of scoring over the projected total is our full game total pick. Phoenix Suns vs. Washington Wizards. The impending clash between the Phoenix Suns and the Washington Wizards presents an interconference showdown, featuring a team entrenched in the playoff race against another struggling in the nation's capital. This Sunday afternoon spectacle sees the Phoenix Suns hitting the road to face the Washington Wizards. The Suns are coming off a disappointing 129-120 road defeat against the Hawks in Atlanta, failing to cover as a 3.5-point favorite on Friday night. Simultaneously, the Wizards faced a 110-102 home loss to Miami, unable to cover the line as a 7.5-point underdog. In the overall regular season series, the Wizards hold a narrow 69-67 advantage, although the Suns secured a 112-108 home victory in their most recent clash on December 17, 2023. The Phoenix Suns have been enjoying a strong run of form, winning 9 of their last 12 games. Despite this, they aim to rebound after their recent setback against the Hawks. In the 129-120 loss, Kevin Durant led the team with an impressive 35 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists, complemented by Devin Booker's 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. The Suns shot at a 53% accuracy from the field and 14 of 37 from beyond the arc, but their efforts were thwarted by the Hawks' Trae Young, who notched 7 three-pointers on his way to a game-high 32 points and 15 assists. Looking ahead, the Suns are set to face the Bucks after this encounter. Conversely, the Washington Wizards find themselves in a slump, dropping 8 of their last 10 games and seeking to break a 2-game skid following their 110-102 loss to the Heat. Corey Kispert provided a spark off the bench with 26 points, but the Wizards struggled as a team, shooting only 41% from the field and 11 of 42 from beyond the arc. The Wizards' offensive struggles were evident in the third quarter, where they managed only 15 points, allowing the Heat to build a significant lead. Key players, Kyle Kuzma and Marvin Bagley, are still sidelined, posing a significant challenge against the formidable Suns. Washington's ongoing struggles, particularly on the defensive end, have plagued them throughout the season. Ranking last in scoring defense, 25th in field goal percentage defense, and 19th in three-point defense, the Wizards face a tough task against a fully rejuvenated Phoenix squad. The Suns, nearly at full strength, possess the firepower to exploit the Wizards' defensive vulnerabilities. The absence of key players like Bagley and the questionable status of Jones further compound Washington's challenges, potentially leaving them without their starting point guard and a valuable big man. In the last 5 meetings, the Suns have emerged victorious in 3, with 2 of those wins resulting in Phoenix covering a spread of -11.5. Despite potential distractions with a looming matchup against the Bucks, the Suns remain a formidable force, especially against a struggling Wizards team missing key contributors. The Wizards' defensive woes and personnel issues create a favorable situation for Phoenix, making them a strong candidate to secure both the victory and cover the spread as favorites. Despite the apprehension surrounding laying double-digit chalk on the road, considering the Phoenix Suns season long against the spread record of 18-29-2, the circumstances heavily favor them in this matchup. The Wizards' poor form, injury concerns, and defensive struggles make it challenging for them to keep pace with the high-flying Suns offense. Consequently, the Phoenix Suns to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. When analyzing both teams' offensive and defensive averages in their recent 3 games, throughout the season and in home-away scenarios, a projected total of 235 emerges. Factoring in the average pace of 103.6 possessions for both teams, the final projected score reaches 243. The Wizards' preference for a high-paced game aligns with Phoenix's playing style, indicating a potential high-scoring affair. Despite the Suns' history of staying under the total in previous games, recent trends show they have stayed under in 19 of their last 29 matchups. On the other hand, the Wizards have stayed under the total in 26 of their 48 games this season. However, their league-leading pace suggests a propensity for high-scoring games. Considering these factors, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Memphis Grizzlies vs. Boston Celtics. This upcoming Sunday, the Memphis Grizzlies are set to embark on a road venture to TD Garden, where they will face off against the Boston Celtics. The Grizzlies experienced a setback in their previous game against the Golden State Warriors, while the Celtics encountered a defeat against the Los Angeles Lakers in their most recent matchup on Thursday. The Memphis Grizzlies find themselves in a challenging phase, having lost 6 of their last 9 games. Seeking to break free from a 4-game losing streak, they aim to rebound after a decisive 121-101 defeat to the Warriors on Friday. Jaren Jackson Jr. led the team with 27 points, accompanied by contributions from Jacob Gilyard and David Roddy with 16 points each, and Vince Williams adding 15 points. However, the Grizzlies struggled with a 40% shooting accuracy from the field and 14 of 46 from the three-point line. Facing difficulty making open shots early on, they also grappled with containing the Warriors, who achieved a remarkable 55% shooting accuracy. Following this game, the Grizzlies are slated to compete against the Knicks, Bulls, and Hornets. Concurrently, the Boston Celtics have been enjoying a positive run, securing victories in 8 of their last 11 games. Nevertheless, they aim to rebound from a disheartening 114-105 home loss to the Lakers, a game in which Jason Tatum led the team with 23 points, while Kristaps Porzingis and Sam Hauser contributed 17 points each. Struggling with a 42% field goal accuracy and 16 of 48 from the three-point line, the Celtics failed to match the Lakers' intensity from the outset, finding themselves trailing by 16 points early on. Despite a second-half comeback attempt, they couldn't close the gap to within 6 points. Post this matchup, the Celtics are scheduled to face the Hawks and Wizards. The Grizzlies enter the game with several key players, including Zaire Williams, Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bane, and Ja Morant, sidelined. On the other hand, the Celtics are monitoring the status of Jaylen Brown, who is questionable due to lower back tightness. The Grizzlies boast a 7-3 against the spread record in their last 10 games, but are coming off a significant loss to the Warriors. The Celtics, despite their recent setback, present a formidable challenge, having lost as 14.5-point favorites to the Lakers in their previous game. Memphis is recognized for its robust defense, ranking 12th in opponent scoring. However, their vulnerability to three-point shooting poses a concern, especially considering Boston's top ranking in three-point attempts and 5th in shooting percentage. Despite the Celtics' subpar 33.3% three-point shooting against the Lakers, the question looms, will they continue to struggle from long range in the upcoming matchup? The Boston Celtics possess the potential for a dominant performance, but their 23-24-2 against the spread record for the season raises questions. The recent loss to the Lakers, without Anthony Davis and LeBron James as 15-point favorites, adds uncertainty. In contrast, the Memphis Grizzlies, though fielding a G League roster, exhibit tenacity and have covered in 7 of their last 10 games. Recognizing the intangible factor of heart, the oddsmakers may not fully grasp the determination of the Grizzlies. Consequently, the Memphis Grizzlies to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Despite the Celtics' suboptimal performance in long-range shooting in their last game, they are unlikely to deviate from their game plan. With 47.2% of their field goal attempts originating from behind the arc, the highest three-point frequency in the league, they remain committed to their three-point strategy. Facing a Memphis team ranked 23rd in opponent three-point percentage, the Celtics are poised to exploit this weakness. The Grizzlies, due to injuries, may lack offensive firepower, but if the game's pace intensifies, the Celtics may not be entirely focused on defense. Therefore, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.